Hey, good morning, guys. Today is Sunday, August 8th. Hope you all are doing well. I am doing well, getting rid of this cold and feeling better each day, so that's a blessing. Just want to give you an update across a number of different things I'm working, and wanted to try something I haven't tried before. So, this is the Ricky Bobby number 26 Wonder car that I'm doing a slot for Mr. Billy Ray. And if you remember this particular paint scheme, this is all blue here, this is blue, and this is all blue back on the back side. But there's this real thin decal that separates the blue from the white, this little guy. And so I have to really nail the paint job. I just have to nail it in order to get it, exactly the way that it needs to be. So here was my my thought, and maybe I should have done this earlier. But when I cut this out, I kept the sides, and so what I'm going to do is where I, the little side of where I trimmed it. And it's just, a blank decal. But I'm going to lay that and have that be my demarcation area, if that makes sense to you. So you can see up here I've got these, just been sitting in the water for a minute. And so what I'm thinking is I'll lay this down, and then I'll, seal it, and then I'll paint over top of it, and then I'll try to remove the decal, the clear decal, and leaving the the separated blue from the white. It might be tough. We'll see how it works out, but that's kind of my plan. My issue is I've got to make sure I get the right one in place, because it's not really clear. All right, so I'm going to take this one here. I think this is the one that goes. It kind of works its way from here up to this area, just past this spot right there. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like I said, I've never tried it before, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Okay. It's really faint. You can see that. Got my favorite band playing in the background for him. If you've ever heard of those guys. Oh, love those guys. Absolutely love them. Well, this is a little weird because that window net's in the kind of in the wrong way. This one's pretty thin. It's hard to really see that. Okay. it's going to be hard to see, to peel that off, but we'll give it a go when the time comes. All right, so we'll let that dry. So let's see. I also have this car that I'm getting ready to decal here. This is the Kurt Busch 20. I think it's a 2019, if I recall. Is it 2019? Advent Health? Yes. Yeah, the 2019 Advent Health for Mr. Chris. And so this is a little challenging. I had the white background removed. You know, this is the trunk lid decal, the Monster Energy. But then most of this coming across the front is this green and blue. And hopefully I can get that to line up without a whole lot of problems. It's going to be a challenge for sure. Because I was thinking to have the blue removed, but that's a hard blue to replicate, and I figured I'd just leave it. So it's not like a common blue from my experience. So that's that. So Mr. Fossil Fuel, I'm going to make this Zombies car available to you. I've got it remounted on the stand, and I had a thought. Okay. So this is how it's turning out. I'm sealing it up right now. I've got a little bit of green paint to do, just a little touch up here. But before I did that, I wanted to run something by you. So I know he won the race with this, so I was thinking maybe I put some confetti on it. So I have, you know, you may have seen my confetti commercial, my confetti videos, but I have this gold and this green, which is kind of interesting, right? And of course, you know, these other colors here. But my thought was, if I put some confetti on it, I could lay the confetti, you know, I could do it, you know, sparingly, but at a minimum, what I could do is I could cover up with the confetti the little nicks, like this one, you know, right there, and even some of these spots here, and of course, you know, on the roof. And that way it would mask, you know, the imperfections of the of the paint and the chips and stuff that happened over time. And since, again, it was his race-winning car, it might be unique. It's already, of course, it's green, so it's, you know, it's normally gray, so it's already a, you know, a one-of-a-kind car. So that was my thought. Why don't you, you know, think about it? Tell me what you think, if that's a good idea or not. And if you do think it's a good idea, you know, what color or what, you know, couple colors you would like of the confetti. And I could do that. Like I said, I'm going to be out of town this week, but I can do that here over the course of the next couple weeks, and you know, just let me know. Just the thought I had, because the car's already not, you know, it's not going to be a perfect car, but if I put confetti on it, nobody would know at all, because you could mask up all of those little scuffs and marks and stuff with the confetti. So just a thought. Let me know. All right, let's see. I got the spoilers on these little Kurt Busch ones done yesterday. So now I'm just sealing them up, and then I'll be doing some marks. I got your comment, Chris. I'll try to see what I can do with, you know, those pictures and, you know, like the fuel spill and stuff like that. I've got a couple ideas on how I might be able to replicate that. But yeah, I'll definitely do that, and try to make it look, you know, look as authentic and real from his race-winning car as well. Let's see. As you can see, a couple things I did yesterday. I've got this Jimmy Johnson All-Star Race Ally car from 2020 that I unpackaged thanks to Mr. William. And so I detailed the inside and put it all back together yesterday. Actually, this morning I JB welded about an hour ago. And I drilled a hole. And so my plan, last time when I did the Keselowski, I drilled all the way through to this side, and then I drilled down through here. But I think that's probably not the best way to do it because of this here. You got the metal wheels that runs through here, and so you kind of drill and you get close to this thing. So what I did was I stopped. I drilled through here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish the wire through the wheel well here in this way and then across. That way I'm not drilling into or running wires through this cavity here where the rear axle goes. So I already fished one through to see if I could do it. It's pretty simple. So that's my plan there for this thing, and then I'll repackage it. And in this thing, I've already got it glued. I put some JB Weld around. Oops, sorry, I'm not even on camera. I put some JB Weld around here, and I know Billy, you were trying to encourage me to use some shoe goo. So what I went to Walmart looking for it, but I couldn't find it. What I found was this Loctite shoe glue, and so we'll see if this is any good. If I don't know if this is this. Okay, I know it's not the same stuff that you showed me, but I'll try this at some point as well. But actually, I already tried it. I tried it with this and put that on there, so that's holding just fine. But because when you push this button, you know, there's a lot of force to get the button to push in. It's not just a simple soft push. So if you don't have your finger back there and you push on it, because there's a lot of resistance, it's just going to push right through whatever is holding this in place against this cardboard. The force is too strong. So you pretty much have to have your finger back here in order to get this to push and for the whole thing not to push through to the other side. One thought I had was I could just put some tape back here for added help. If I tape across here and across here, put some tape there. Some of that foil tape is really strong. That would help. But anyways, that's kind of what I'm fighting right now is this adhesive to hold this in place. So if you did, you could just push this way without pushing the whole assembly through. So if you have any thoughts on that, let me know. Like I said, I just put some JB Weld there, so we'll see how that goes. And I use the shoe goo to hold this in place. So we'll see what product works best. And then we'll go from there. We'll mount that Jimmy Johnson back in there and have the amber/orange LEDs wired up for this guy. Okay, and then I have a couple other things to show you guys. I'm going to build this for Mr. Terry, and then we'll, that's this guy right here. So we'll see how that goes, and that'll be done. I just did the JB Weld on that, and then I wanted to show you guys this thing. So maybe a month ago or so, Mr. James sent me a few of these decals that are actual, they're not water slide decals, but they're stickers. And so I passed a few to Mr. William for him to try his hand at. But I decided to keep a couple of them, and I'm going to do this one. This is a Chase Elliott Mountain Dew Voodoo scheme. And so yesterday, I painted this thing, and I did something a little crazy. I got it to be that type of finish. See that? It's like a rough finish, which normally I would redip and try to shake up the can better and paint it, but I decided to leave it this way. It kind of has like just a I don't know what you call it, like a concrete type finish, but and I just put my finger in the JB Weld. It's not good. So I gotta be careful there. This stuff is still drying, and I wasn't paying attention. Whenever I do that, I've done it many times, I just kind of wet my finger, and then it doesn't stick to it, and I get it to flatten back out again. Anyways, so I'm going to try my hand at one of these stickers. This is a rare kind of fantasy paint scheme, Mountain Dew Voodoo. So I did it with this purple, and I got some white rims, and we'll try it. I'm debating if I wanted to finish this off by putting it in one of these display cases, and then when I am done with it, I was debating if I should buy some purple LEDs from Evan Designs and put it in there. So we'll see. I'm still thinking about that. And then, let's see, I've got this from Mr. Michael. He wants me to work up a Kyle Larson crest. This is for Joey, the 2009 Marigold pedigree for Kyle Busch. And I've got a couple for Terry. This is the Impala Ryan Blaney seal wrap, and this is the Tarkett 2020. And then I've got a couple in the works because I ordered some Matt Kenseth decals. I've got a couple here that will be for me, my collection. So, alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you have a blessed day, blessed week, and we will talk to you in the next video. Take care.